And what is going on, everyone? My name's Don's Complete Circuit Podcast episode. The fuck episode is it?
44.
44. As you know, I got my good friend Joe here.
What's going on?
And we have the wonderful Erin.
Hey, hey.
Okay. You can get your fingers warmed up?
Yes.
And then we have the Manster.
How's it going?
We got fucking Kyle.
Hey.
I'm looking at the wrong camera. Hey.
It's always the last person. I always introduce the last person with like no energy whatsoever. Like now he's the Manster, but usually it's just like, we got fucking me. You know, we just got Kyle. It's a very dry response. It's not important. What's important though is we got everyone here, and this is good because we had a big week, kind of. E3 happened, 2021 E3, and it was still not in person, but next year is supposedly going to be in person. So that will be definitely a welcome change because I'm kind of over the whole video streaming like live events. Like, oh, hello, we are doing this one today. So, but we got a lot of stuff to cover, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it, and Erin's gonna walk us through what we got.
Okay, thank you. So E3 this year ran from June 12th to the 15th, and in that time we saw some great announcements, including things like new Halo Infinite gameplay, Starfield, Age of Empire 4, a new DLC for Raid Village, Metroid Dread, and Stalker 2. There were also a ton of great indie game announcements like Replaced and Planet Lana. And then we had a few product announcements, including a new gaming laptop from Razer, a new gaming console-ish kind of thing called Amico, something like that.
Amico?
And then
Like the gas station?
No, maybe not that one. I don't know. I wrote it down somewhere. And then we have the Xbox Series X mini fridge, which I am personally super excited for, and I'm going to get if I can get my hands on one.
Oh, we're getting our hands on one.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
going to happen. A complete review on that mini fridge. It's a fridge, guys.
Unfortunately, E3 did leave a lot of people disappointed with the lack of news on things like the Switch Pro, GTA 6, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, and updates to Animal Crossing, and a few more. So, what did you guys think about E3 this year? Was it good? Was it a disappointment? What was your favorite thing you saw? Least favorite thing?
Kyle, why don't you start us off? Because
Totally. All right. Thanks. I'm happy to be back. And
so professional.
oh, yeah. No, I'm super psyched just because it's been a hell of a year. And having all of these games come back into the forefront again really kind of reinvigorates people, even though some of the things aren't as what we wanted, what we hoped for.
Yeah.
Having just E3 again, even remote stuff.
Yeah.
And always looking forward to the future, but super excited, as I think everyone is, about the Halo Infinite multiplayer.
100%.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's like dripping out.
It did look good. I was a lot more impressed with the fucking what's it called, the
grappling hook.
The grappling hook.
The grappling.
Than I thought it was going to be. They made it fit. It looks well. It looks good. Joey, what were your thoughts?
I was bored.
You-
I was.
Joey, please.
Joey has
I
some-
had a mouthful of water.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I was bored with it. I mean, watching it, I felt like I could go to sleep.
You were just that. I mean,
honestly, what's there to really be excited about besides Halo, Battlefield, and
Now, did you focus in on the flight simulator? Because yes, in that case, you could have fallen asleep. But
focus in this? Yeah, the
Wow.
flight simulator. You mean the game that I would just take a plane and drive it?
okay,
into the
so
ground?
that's it for the show, guys. Thank you.
I am incredibly excited that Flight Simulator is coming too.
yeah, no, I was joking.
What
but
is going on? There's some hip hop going on. Yo, welcome to Complete Circus.
I think
Someone's-
that's my iPad
that's
if it's
not
not Joey's.
Someone's cranking
Yeah, it's not mine.
someone's cranking some mad beats.
I keep going to the pages that have all of the trailers for, but it's on IGN's page, and I didn't realize ahead of time that each video was going to play an advertisement, and then I hit pause on the advertisements. I even put it on freaking mute, and it was still playing the audio. So
They want
I guess
you
that's
to
my
hear
bad.
their ads.
The
Well,
ads will
anyway,
get ya.
where were we?
Flight
Flight
simulator.
Simulator
Flight Simulator.
on Xbox.
That was rudely interrupted.
You were very
Sorry.
rudely interrupted, Joey. Sorry, you get another 30 seconds.
Yeah, jeez. No, but I mean, besides those games, I mean, the other game that was kind of interesting, which they're full of shit. That was 25 years in the making. Yeah, go fucking blow yourself. That astronaut game or whatever.
Yeah, you were mentioning that earlier. Hold on.
It was the first game that
Starfield?
yeah, Starfield. That one was
You think 20? Did they say 25 years in the making?
yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember hearing. Okay, yes, I heard about this one.
Yeah.
I did hear about this one.
Yeah, that's just like Men's Warehouse saying we guarantee the way you look. I mean, no, it was not 25.
I mean, you have to define development. If they were coding and like making assets for 25 years, that's like I think what people hear. But technically speaking, a game could be in development if you're just like concept writing or drawing and shit like that.
But I mean, that game was different. But yeah, other than that, I was not impressed.
Okay.
A lot of people are super excited for Starfield. Like, really excited. A lot of people said that Starfield was easily the best thing announced at the Xbox showcase.
Really? More than Halo? I missed it. So I, mean,
I would say that's probably the
peek
case
this real
because
quick.
people probably don't have high expectations for Halo Infinite. It does look good, but Manny, what do you got for us? I know you had a big list of
For what?
for like E3. What was you
Oh,
excited
just in
about?
general?
For
For the show here,
Bueller,
Honestly, Forza.
Forza.
Yeah.
Forza of all the games, I would have
Yeah.
expected you to say one of the Nintendo ones.
No, dude. Xbox stole the show. Not they didn't steal the show. I'll take that back. But they had a better presentation than Nintendo this year.
Yeah, I would agree. But they usually do. I mean, they even though there wasn't a whole lot of
I don't
options.
know about
yeah.
usually, but
Who wants
this
to
year
sit
for
there and
sure.
listen to dubbed voices?
Well, now tell me, what did you like about Forza?
It just looks like it's the only game that looked next gen,
Kyle.
even more so than Halo.
I don't think that was Kyle. I think that was
No, mine's
That
muted,
was-
yo.
Okay, hold up.
Aaron.
real
Whatever
quick.
tab you have open, let's
That
close
was-
that tab.
No, I'm not going to close it, but that was me in the YouTube app.
Okay, you have some kind of ghost mouse thing going on. Let's swipe left.
Oh,
On the
because
app.
I'm not in screen sharing mode.
There we go.
I wanted to put up the Forza trailer while we talk about Forza
Oh,
so that
okay.
we could see the graphics and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be
Because
fair.
it is
This
a
is-
really, really pretty game, and I have a lot of thoughts.
We're in Nintendo.
This
about
is
this.
Forza. It's now using cell shading, and it's taking place in a treehouse.
Treehouse?
But once you
Okay,
get
that
inside
is
the
Metroid Dread for
treehouse, there
some
are some
reason.
amazing looking graphical people in there. Did you see the texture on that old dude's face?
He had so many hairs. Ray tracing.
So yeah, Forza. What?
Is it
I didn't even
playing
know you were into.
right
No,
now?
we're in Prime Video.
It's looking at a Prime.
It's
We're
an
looking at a
ad?
Prime Video ad right now.
It's got
The
Okay.
Tomorrow War.
Chris
Sorry,
Pratt.
it's AirPlay, so I can't see anything from
You could
where
see
I'm
it.
sitting.
You could see it on OBS though.
All right,
No?
here we go. Up.
Yeah,
is it
but I didn't want to
ESRB?
put the
Anyways,
ad on.
what else, Manny?
Fair enough.
Here we go. This
Yeah,
is
Manny,
the
what-
Forza one.
Yeah.
I remember this dude. Mike Brown.
Yeah. What else? So, what about Forza?
I don't know. The first thing I saw was Evo X, and I was
Yeah.
like, we don't get enough like Need for Speed Underground type games, and like unfortunately, like I prefer like a city, like an underground game or like Midnight Club or anything, you know.
I would love a
this
Need for
is-
Speed Underground remake.
This is the best we got right now for racing games.
And I mean,
So
it is,
I'll take what I could get.
Oh, yeah.
I was pretty upset about some people were saying, "Oh, it's like the first." They're adding like stunts and stuff to the game, like the bowling pins in the trailer and
Yeah.
stuff. They added a bunch of stuff, and like people were like acting like that's super new, but GTA's been doing it for a while since they had the stunt races update like
Yeah.
years ago. So I mean, it looks great. Just looks amazing. I don't know. And
visually, it is incredible what they've accomplished with it. I didn't know you were into racing.
I grew up on that. I love it so much.
Okay, well,
But
Yeah.
like, there's nothing to play, so there's.
How
Yeah.
is the street racing circuit doing for you right now?
Oh, it's great. I have a Toyota RAV4.
Okay.
He's
Good.
175.
what's your daily driver? You said a Rav4.
Yeah,
You're just is it just a sleeper,
It's souped
it's
up.
a
twin turboed.
I
Yeah.
put deflectors on it.
Did
got-
you?
Deflectors, window deflectors.
It's got
Nice.
Lamborghini engine in it.
Just the sticker. He just
So-
put the badge he yanked from another one on.
I gotta say, when I saw this trailer, I kind of made fun of it because I'm like, okay, it's an open world racing game. Where are you trying to get to? Where's the finish line in an open world racing game?
They do the checkpoint system where it's like basically you ever play races in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh yeah, I have. I
It's
just,
like-
I
it's like
didn't
that.
see it in the mini map there. Like, where,
Well-
they just look like they're fucking around.
Well, they're doing some kind of it's a mini game that they're doing. Like
okay.
there's a bunch of things added to this than just racing.
Oh, all right.
I'm usually just the most impressed with the Forza graphics. Like 9 times out of 10, that's what I'm looking for. And Forza 5 was incredible. Now
Four.
it looks like shit, but or is it 4? Which one came on the Xbox
Horizon.
One?
Horizon 4.
No. When the Xbox One launched,
Oh,
which
I
Forza
don't
was it?
know.
Forza 5? I think
I
it was
don't
5. I don't know. It just looks incredible. I
This
always
is
look.
Forza Horizon 5.
This
No,
is Forza
but, yeah, this Horizon. but
Oh.
the-
There
the
was
normal one is-
Motorsports.
yeah.
Motorsport. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Are we doing like the Need for Speed? No, not Need. Fast and the Furious naming convention.
you know what? That's probably something that they're trying to reach for. But you know what? Those underground games, like what Manny was talking about, those underground games became popular because of the Fast and Furious movies. And he's right. I would love to see a remake of Need for Speed Underground 2. Like if I had to pick one, I would pick 2 before I pick one. But it was, it's super slick. Joey, I didn't hear you mention. Oh, I'm sorry, Erin. Did you have something?
Yes. So you mentioned that you're wrong camera. You're always really excited about the graphics for this game. Well, I am.
There's a bear.
I am as well. Although the airplay is not doing this game any justice. I don't know what is wrong with it, but it does not look pretty for anybody watching, and I apologize. So I think what's crazy is that when they were setting up this game, and just a small like backstory of the development, like this map is in Mexico, right?
Yep.
And so they hired a bunch of Mexican people to work on the game in order to make sure that the culture was correct and that, you know, like everything in the game was as realistic to Mexico as possible. And then they also flew out to Mexico and took 400 hours of 12K HDR footage of the landscape and the sky in order to create that realistic environment that you see.
That's impressive.
It is.
It?
That's a lot of footage.
Yeah.
How many hours?
400.
400 hours of 12K footage.
How many terabytes do you think that is?
We're talking petabytes. That's petabytes. I mean, that's petabytes, especially if it's raw footage.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, see, I know what he's talking about. When he said Evo 10, I was like, I know exactly what he's... I get those feels whenever I see those little street cars like that.
Now, here's something. They don't do any crashes. I'm going to be crashing every 3 seconds. I don't know.
They want to make
How
it
they
look
do
like
that?
this is what you could do in our game. This is what you could do in Forza.
Yeah, right?
Look at that. That's in-game.
Dang.
That's impressive.
In-game.
I really hope it actually comes to the TVs looking like that, because after Watch Dogs, I see this shit and it's like, oh, it looks good.
After seeing this specifically, this shot right here, I really want them. I know they won't do it, but I would really love for them to add like horses. I could just ride a horse.
Just like Red Dead Redemption meets Forza.
Forza.
Fucking better, where it looks like way better. Look at that. Oh my god.
It would be cool if it had like wildlife. I mean, that is a factor if you're out there racing,
Yeah.
like just a deer and just.
Could you imagine you like sit in your very expensive car in a beautiful landscape and you just zoom in on like a bird?
Yeah, just dunk. Like,
No, you're not driving. You're just sitting there in your car and you're like looking out the front window from the first person view and you see a beautiful bird.
You see a beautiful bird. I was thinking like
for 12 hours.
you're in first person, you're driving, and then like a bird comes out and just like that's the first thing that popped up. Like whatever that. Never mind. So quick thing though, Joey. I didn't hear you mention your boxing game, which you have been including coverage on for like 5 different episodes.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. The boxing.
Yeah,
I forgot
esports
about
boxing.
that one. Yeah, I mean, it's just, there wasn't much shown. That's the other thing. Like, I've already seen that.
Oh, okay. So they
You know
basically
what I mean?
just showed
Like,
the stuff
we've
that you already knew about.
Yeah, we already talked about that stuff.
Well, it is exciting that they did get an E3 slot. I mean, it is pretty cool that they managed to get that kind of pull.
They're keeping it on a simmer.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you know what? People seem to be excited about it. All of a sudden, I hear people talking about it. Like Manny saw it. Like everybody I'm hearing about it, like that I know that have seen your coverage of that boxing game. They're like, oh shit, I was at E3. So that's pretty cool.
I mean, I'm excited. I'm glad it was there. I just wish they showed more.
Yeah,
I guess that's all.
it would have been nice.
But I get it.
What else? Do we want to go into Halo now? Because I know we got a shit ton that we got to cover. And I know that. Manny, did you play Halo?
No, but I'm really excited for this Halo.
Okay, so
Right?
everything that we saw, basically, the first thing was what I just heard. I'm just now finding out about this. It's free multiplayer.
Yeah.
So that means you download the multiplayer section of the game for free, and then Erin was saying it doesn't require Xbox Live.
Correct.
So it's literally free for free.
Wait a minute.
You gotta
How
buy
does
the
it not
Xbox.
require Xbox Live?
They're getting
It
rid
doesn't
of it.
require Xbox Live Gold.
Gold. It
Yeah.
doesn't require Xbox Live
Yeah.
Gold.
So you
Yeah.
don't have to pay to play it. It's a free to play game.
Like Fortnite.
Okay.
That's dope.
Completely free. You don't even need an Xbox.
Oh,
like that's how
see,
free it is.
I was wondering
Technically, yeah.
why they were going to do that, but you made that brilliant comparison. Like Fortnite, they're trying to recapture those players.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Well-
doing really good things with it too.
It's also available on PC, so that could be a reason why they're making it free to play, because otherwise it would be unfair that the PC people get to play online without having a Xbox Gold
Oh,
subscription,
right.
whereas console people would have to pay to play online.
Right.
And isn't this like available on the Game Pass too?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Like
day one.
everything is.
Well, I think the whole game will be a Game Pass thing, but if the multiplayer is free, then I don't think it's going to require Game Pass. I think it's just going to be something you just download to your Xbox.
Yeah.
It's gonna be headshot.
Headshot. Is it going to be on Xbox One too? Or is it just Series X and Series S?
Xbox One.
Did they say Xbox One too? Okay. That'll be good because there's, I mean, like, especially if it's going to be all like multi-plat, which I'm assuming it will be because it's going to be Windows and all the Xbox stuff. I'm willing to bet there's going to be at least a decent number of players, and hopefully 343 brings it. I'm very interested in this grappling hook thing though, because it's totally new to Halo.
Yes, and they got crossplay too.
They do have the crossplay.
Oh, so good.
So you're gonna have PC players, Xbox players. So it's gonna be a madhouse. Do we have a map size yet? Like, or is it gonna be just
It's the biggest map ever in Halo history.
Is it like 8
real?
versus 8, 16 versus 16? Like, what's the
45.
It's probably gonna be either 8 or 16. I don't know exactly.
16 versus 16? I think would be
That's a nice size.
that'd be a lot of fun because I know Battlefield's doing.
But I'm just saying, like, the maps are gonna be bigger.
They're gonna be physically bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep dropping this water bottle. Oh, it's spilling everywhere.
No
cap.
Panic.
That's okay. Cold feet. Nice. I mean, we'll see. I know people were very disappointed with the E3 coverage they did last year. Was it last year? Yeah, we did this shit last year.
Oh damn! They could pick up the weapons
Yeah.
with that grappling hook.
Yeah, you could break. Yeah, you can literally grab on it. It's really freaking cool.
Oh, shank.
I hope the Halo fans are going to be happy with this. I know that a lot of people were disappointed with what 343 did. I personally liked Halo 4 a lot. Halo 5 could have been better, but I mean, as long as they keep those Bungie-esque things.
Bungie.
I just wish Bungie would just come back.
Bungie come back.
Why does anyone know why Bungie stopped doing it? They're just bored of it. Like, what was their whole?
Probably.
I don't know. Maybe did they got bought out? No, or
No,
they were the ones who bought it out.
Bungie got bought.
Who did the buying? Who did the selling?
So originally, Halo was going to be on macOS,
Uh-huh.
and then Microsoft wanted a game for their console, which was the Xbox, and so I believe they bought Bungie to make it a Xbox exclusive. But it was originally going to be an Apple thing, which is a weird fun fact.
Okay.
And then it just became what it became. I think Bungie went independent after Halo 3, like they bought their independence or something like that. And again, we may need to fact check that one, but because they just stopped doing it. And then 343, which is now an internal Microsoft studio, is developing all the Halo crap.
Well, to be fair, to make a big time game with a lot of expectations is probably exhausting.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
maybe
I mean-
they were wise and just like, I'm out.
There's
Thanks.
no Half-Life 3 for God's sakes. I know people were
Yeah.
were complaining about because Gabe Newell showed his face,
Or Half-Life 2 Episode 3.
or Half-Life 2 Episode 3, and so there's still no Half-Life 3. I don't think there's ever going to be a Half-Life 3,
No.
but people are still hanging on to that hope. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. What else do we have on the thing? I don't have my paper in front of me, unfortunately. Hold on, let me get my paper.
Battlefield.
So while you're getting that real quick, Bungie stopped making Halo because they wanted to make a game that they could consistently update Destiny, and respond to players, and so they quit Halo in order to focus on Destiny.
But then they made Destiny 2.
Which was just Destiny.
And wasn't Destiny, the first Destiny, supposed to be like that game? Like, they were going to update it for like 10 years or something. That was supposed to be what they were going to do, and they have it.
I
Like,
don't
Destiny 2 came out like 3 years after.
It's just their words. That's a direct thing from Bungie, so.
Fair
Investors.
Fair
Investors
enough.
drive decisions.
They do. That's what we saw with the Cyberpunk thing. The employees of CD Projekt Red were telling the CEO and the whatever manager that they need to step down.
Yeah.
I saw. I didn't read the whole thing. I only saw like tiny bits of it. But yeah, apparently internally.
You can't say Cyberpunk and I not cringe because, the paint.
Well, you know what? That makes me think of the Xbox Bethesda showcase, because while Halo was coming up, the entire chat, at least the chat I was in, which was on the Xbox Bethesda event, everybody was saying, it's okay, take your time, don't release Halo before it's ready, we understand, just don't rush it. And I thought that was really cool and interesting, because I wonder how the higher ups of a game like Cyberpunk would have responded if the entire community was saying, don't release it yet if it's not ready, just wait.
Well, community versus those investors again.
Yeah.
Well, if the entire
talks.
community is saying, hey, that's why we have strikes, right?
Right.
Because if enough people get together and say, hey, this
man,
is
I'm on
wrong.
board.
Sonic the Hedgehog is proof enough
Yeah.
that things can be made better. Because I don't know whoever
Yep.
okayed that. A creature should never
Hope doesn't die.
hope does not die. Okay, what else we got here? So Battlefield was another big one. Manny showed me that one after last week's show. Holy fucking shit.
Battlefield.
Okay, I love Battlefield 3. I love Battlefield 4. Battlefield 1, which is dumb. The name is dumb. I was like, okay, they're doing the World War II thing. They're trying to get back into that whole thing. And then whatever Battlefield 5 came after that, and it was like, okay. But now, with this, we're watching Chris Pratt again in Prime Video.
No one can see it at the
Dun,
moment.
dun,
We,
dun, 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 dun.
I felt that epicness again. Because when Battlefield 4 came out, it was like, dun, 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 and the planes, and it just had all the things. And now it's all of that with tornadoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather play looks really cool, and I've never played any of the Battlefield, so I don't know how they typically are. But this one makes me want to play Battlefield.
Ooh.
Okay,
Sexy.
Manny, what else did you find out about this? Because all I know is tornado, and then I got turned on, and that was the end of it.
Wait, can you control the tornado?
No.
Oh.
Oh, what do I? Okay.
Yeah, 'cause you
not
were-
much. Honestly, I know you could, like, in the trailer they show you could switch your loadout kind of in the game, or you're like you could customize your guns mid game.
That's cool. So you can
And
take a
then-
silencer off, like right in the middle, kind of thing.
It doesn't. I don't think there's an animation for it.
Oh.
They got the grappling hook too, I guess.
What?
Is that the thing now?
No, it's like so there's classes. Now it's classes. There's specialists and stuff, and like I don't know how I feel about that. I'd rather just have like a same Battlefield, just like prettier. But I mean, we'll see once the game comes out, and then tanks and stuff drop from the sky.
Sweet.
It's gonna be cool. And Joe, you picked up Battlefield 4 recently, right? And even though it's an old game, how's it playing for you? Because I know
I'm already done with it.
you're already over it.
I already beat it.
Now, what about you have to play the multiplayer part.
He beat it.
I
I did it. I got
haven't tried that.
You haven't tried the
because
multiplayer
I
part?
didn't think there would be much people, anyways.
People are still playing Modern
Yeah, no,
Warfare.
it
Two.
actually went up
Yeah.
recently because of the trailer.
That makes sense.
A lot of people are playing right
Well,
now.
then I'll have to try it.
It is hard.
Plus, I think
watch.
it's available for
Right here.
free on Game Pass, right? So I would think that because of that,
That's
more
cool.
people would play it too.
That's like Last of Us-esque with that little menu thing. I don't know, maybe not. And then this one is no campaign either.
No,
Correct.
which is good.
Which sucks.
See,
I
and
like
good.
yeah,
You said either.
Their bread and butter is
no, there's no.
multiplayer.
This one has no campaign.
No, you said either. As in, is there another game that had no
I
campaign?
like them both.
I may not have meant to say that. I meant to say
No,
neither.
but then
Ah.
they're diverting
Wait.
resources.
Same thing.
Don't make a comparison to another game that doesn't exist.
Just
You're making me
let me have my moment.
resources right now by making
Yeah.
me argue with you.
Let's
Oh,
take.
look,
You know what? Let's take a vote on that.
that.
Oh, go ahead.
Screw it.
They did say, which I think is really cool. So, they have a mode where you can go in like groups of people, and then you have like people versus people. So it's not just like you versus the computer. It's like you versus real people enemies. And then you can go around as a group of like 15 people or so, and you like traverse the map. And then you have to get in vehicles to like move to other sections where there's more war going on. But they said that you can jump off one of the skyscrapers if you're wearing like a flight suit, and then you can glide to the opposite side of the map. They said specifically to the stadium, but since we don't know what the map looks like, it means kind of nothing at the moment.
I'm so excited.
And I really want to fly through the sky in a flight suit.
Nice.
I want to see the people that get like, the people that just get so good that they just ruin the game. Like you just get sniped. Like you're just flying through the sky and then just headshot. You're
Yeah.
So quick thing, because this is interesting. So Joey likes the campaigns of shooters, and I personally have been on the boat of most people that I'm familiar with buy the latest Call of Duty and Battlefield and Halo for the online multiplayer. Like I'm willing to make that bet that a majority of players for a lot of those first-person shooters are. People aren't buying Crysis for the online game, right? They're
There's an online game
That's,
for
that's exactly what I thought.
So like my question is like, is that like a common thing? Like would most people just want to focus on just multiplayer? Like take all those development dollars? Like what is I would like to hear
Is this a poll?
like a group, I guess a table poll, a group poll here.
Yeah, table pole that can extend.
And then I just heard you say power pole extend when you said that. That's all I heard.
Okay.
I don't know. Is that? I heard Manny. I think you said you were on board with the multiplayer only.
Yeah.
Kyle, what are your thoughts?
I'd be down with a multiplayer only game. I mean, that's why I liked Left 4 Dead and why I'm excited for the multiplayer Halo. And the games are just better with your friends, with other people. World of Warcraft.
I don't like my friends.
Joey, we're gonna
It's
just
a tough sell, though.
we're gonna have a series of cuts of Joey saying things followed by just sad violin.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. What were you saying, Manny?
Sorry, Joey.
It's a tough sell because you got Warzone, Fortnite, Apex Legends, and they're all free to play.
Right.
And they're all amazing games.
This is true, and they don't have to spend development budget on any story at all. Like, there's no bug fixing, there's no expansions. It's just
and then they're going to expect us to pay $70 minimum.
Yeah. You know what they could do though? Honestly, what they could have done is they could make the whole game $80, but then do multiplayer's 40, stories 40, or just something like that. Let them pick. If they want both, they can get both. If they want one now, they can get the other one later. Let them do that. Because there are people who like the story, and there are Modern Warfare 2's story I really liked it when he shoots you in the chest and it's like, what? You're a traitor? I'm gonna fucking kill you. It was a whole thing. I really appreciate when they do good shit like that when they're well written. They're pieces of shit. I don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah.
And that's my problem is I know that those things are expensive. The voice acting, the mocap, the cinematics, all that crap for a 7-hour campaign when you're just going to spend 90% of your hours in the multiplayer anyway. So I do get the thing, but I do think there are individuals out there that like the campaign.
I usually play campaign before I even play the multiplayer.
I used to until I met Kyle. And the reason is because I used to play the campaign thinking, you know what, let me familiarize myself with the weapons. There's the fucking every week, except last week. He was good last week. I would play the campaign first, try to get you familiar with the weapons and the stuff, and then I go online to get my ass beat. And I realized that playing the thing doesn't matter because even if it's a game that I know much better than Kyle, he still wins because that stupid ghost thing in Halo. It's not important. What's important is screw you, Kyle.
Watch your six.
So, what? Go ahead, Erin.
So I think it really just depends on the game. Right. So something like Call of Duty, I personally haven't played the campaign and I don't personally want to. But I know a lot of people for Call of Duty go to Call of Duty for multiplayer. And then something like Battlefield, based on what I've seen, that would be a mostly multiplayer game. Halo is mostly multiplayer, though I do love the Halo campaigns personally. But something like BioShock had multiplayer. But
BioShock 2.
BioShock 2 had multiplayer, but that game is more about campaign, storyline. Yeah. And then Crisis 3, that's more of you play for the campaign
the
thing.
Borderlands.
So,
maximum armor.
Yeah, I think it really just depends on the game and how the community usually uses that game. And I would say for the first game, do the campaign and the multiplayer, see how people respond to it, and then just focus on one or the other based on what the community prefers in general.
So we're not talking about Halo, we're just talking about in theory for
shooters
games.
in general.
Yeah.
Shooters.
Yeah. I mean, shooters have a definite focus on the multiplayer element. But in the case of BioShock Infinite, they were working on a multiplayer for BioShock Infinite, to my recollection, and they scrapped it when the whole team left, and it was a whole thing because people are going to buy BioShock for the story, like she just said, and not for the multiplayer stuff.
Oh man, could you imagine a multiplayer Witcher?
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna excite me too much. I've thought about it many times.
The floor is already wet.
Kyle, don't. Yeah, the floor is wet. Okay. What else we have on here? Manny, what other games are you super excited about? I want to hear more from you.
Metroid.
Metroid? You're a Metroid guy.
No. I'm a Metroidvania guy.
You're a Metroidmania guy.
Vania.
Metrovania. I don't know.
Metroidvania.
I don't know what that is.
It's like Hollow Knight, Castlevania, Metroid. They're all the same type of game.
Yeah. You're the 2D side scroller style.
Oh, okay. Right? So like
it's like
2D platform.
Kind of you unravel the map and then you find items that you need to get. It's kind of like Zelda, Legend of Zelda, but 2D and a 2D plane.
Did you like Rogue Legacy 1 and 2?
I never played those.
Oh, you might.
I might.
That's a Rogue Legacy? That sounds like a Star Wars thing.
It's a cartoon cel shaded sort of thing.
Okay. Oh yeah, it is. They have a lot of those. It's like an indie. What was it? What was a really popular one?
Rogue Legacy.
It's got 9 out of 10 on Steam.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
Anywho,
yeah. So let's see.
Metroidvania.
What Kyle? What do you got? I know you mentioned one earlier. It was Got it here on my
Well,
paper.
was Manny going to talk about Metroid?
Oh, were you gonna talk about Metroid?
Quick thing.
Yeah.
The Metroid Dread has been rumored since 2004. It was originally a DS game, and so people like jokingly were always like, "Oh, when is this gonna come out?" And then they stopped joking about it like a couple of years ago because like Dream was dead, and so when they announced the title, it was like actually a huge fucking deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
I watched several of the reactions to that trailer, and people, like, I got goosebumps watching some of the people react to it because one guy was just like literally
Just stop.
he had to remind himself to breathe. Like, he was so excited, and I was like,
Oh, it's so good. I love
Yeah.
that energy.
Yeah, I like
Right?
when that kind of stuff happens. That's what happened with the Final Fantasy VII remake when that happened. Remember,
Yeah.
Kyle was physically there, and we like freaked
Yeah.
out. Like, oh my god, it was nuts. So I know we have a lot to cover, so I want to keep us moving.
spitfire.
Kyle, you have what is this, Psychonauts?
Yes, Psychonauts 2. Holy cow. Oh, loved Double Fine Productions.
Double Fine Productions,
Right? That's the company that makes
Yeah.
Psychonauts. I love the first game. It came out of nowhere in my purview, and just love the theme of being able to dive into people's heads and experience their inner worlds. And so Psychonauts 2, getting to see those new powers and new level design, it's going to be great.
You're just super
it
excited.
looked good.
I'm assuming you played the original.
I did.
Is
and,
there a release date?
Psychonauts 2?
I'm pulling it up too. Aaron, do they have Psychonauts on X? Maybe that seemed
Yeah.
like a game. You and Kyle generally tend to have like similar game interests, so maybe we got to get you on some Psychonauts.
We did.
Have you live stream it?
I saw it on Game Pass yesterday. I was
2021.
going through Game Pass, and I downloaded Slime Rancher so that I could play that because they announced the second one. So I was just curious what it was about. And I did see it there. The graphics were obviously very old, and I think it was for the original Xbox, maybe Xbox 360.
I think it was for the original.
Was it?
I'm
Because
almost positive.
it looked very like original Spyro graphics.
Then, yeah.
Like very squared,
Yeah.
round head kind of thing. Like they're trying to make it round, but they just can't.
Yeah.
They don't have enough pixels.
2005 Xbox, Windows, Xbox, PlayStation 2. Budcat Creations helped with PlayStation 2 port. So it was originally I thought it was an Xbox exclusive.
Maybe at one point.
Maybe at one point, and then they ported it, which
Yeah.
seemed to be the common.
I played
thing.
it on PC. But the thing that drew me most to Psychonauts 1 was Richard Steven Horvitz, the voice actor for Raz, who is also the voice actor for Invader Zim.
That's funny.
Oh, nice, very nice. Very very nice. So
I did not make that connection.
we'll have to we'll have to check that one out. What else? I know we're rushing through this stuff. Joey, what you got for me? You got to have another game. Did you see Rainbow Six Siege crossplay? Did you see Far Cry 6? You ever play Far Cry?
Yeah.
What
You
do
ever see a blowfish up close?
Have you ever seen I forgot about that. That's some old school inside joke stuff. What did you think of? Did you see the Far Cry 6 trailer?
Yeah.
What did you think of it with the Breaking Bad guy?
Oh, yeah.
They were in a ship.
The Chicken Man.
They were in the ship. The little Cuban boy. He ran. Yeah, the chicken. The chicken man.
Pollo Loco.
Yeah, Pollo Loco. Or
Los
Manny-
Hermanos.
Hermanos.
Pollo.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Thank you. I knew you would know.
No, I know.
I knew you would know.
I was waiting.
What did you see that trailer?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of it?
It was cool.
It's just cool. It was just cool.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a trailer. You know what I mean? I don't really
They have
get
gameplay.
Trailers are cool.
Yeah, they had gameplay, but I mean, it wasn't that much gameplay. Cool, I get to throw things at people's heads and watch them explode.
But it's more than that. You're in Cuba.
Yeah,
You're on a whole island. You get to
Cool.
go anywhere.
I'd rather be in Cuba in person.
I know.
Joey needs it to be VR
Yes.
with an actual gun in his hand.
Yeah.
And also not
See?
VR.
And-
Yeah. Exactly.
okay. Quick table poll here, Aaron. And even though you're not at the table, Aaron
Yes.
included. Actually, I want to hear you first. I often think games with because RPG first person shooters like Far Cry, right? Like you're gonna play Far Cry for the offline campaign mode. Why are those not VR games? Like, why is there no VR ports of those games? Because that's exactly the kind of game that I would want to play in VR. BioShock in VR.
That Forza.
Crysis 3. Forza would be really cool. That might
Grand
make
Theft Auto.
yeah, that would be.
But there's
fuck up your psyche.
Dom can't handle the first person and
Pokemon Snap.
It's a lot, man. It's weird.
I never had a
because
problem.
because like you're in their eyes. Like they did such a good job fixing it, and then you run over someone, and it's like, and you really get that sensation
funny.
of murder.
Or then when you run up with a shotgun and blow someone's head off, that's great.
It makes me feel very. Anyway,
It makes
Erin,
me feel wonderful.
what are your thoughts on how much VR?
Joey,
How much VR have you done? And what are your thoughts on the idea of like more of these mainstream games being like VR based?
I have not done much VR because I get motion sick very easily. Like I got very queasy playing that like game last night, the one with the jelly slime ranch, because they have a lot of like narrow spaces that you have to run through. Like I had to quit it after 30 minutes because I thought I was going to barf. But like my thought on having games like that be in VR, I don't think it's a great idea. Because like Hitman, they had released Hitman in VR recently.
Oh, that's right.
And it's kind of controversial, right? Because when it's in VR, you're like more realistically killing somebody. And so I think that especially first person shooters should probably not be in VR. We have too many mass shootings anyway. Now if they did a study and VR actually like helped lower the number of mass shootings, then maybe because I mean
VR
it would save a ton of people's lives. But I mean, like I personally don't like the idea. I know that didn't they release Skyrim in VR? That was a thing, right?
Yeah.
If not, that somebody ported it.
Yeah, it is on VR, some way, shape, or form.
But I just think it's too much, honestly. Like playing a campaign or something of that scale in VR the entire time is just too much, in my opinion. I would never do it.
I think VR is just a waste of time.
But I don't know. I think it's making strides.
Except for when we talked in this is episodes ago about helping people mentally with anxiety and stuff and having something like that.
Yeah.
Fine. But I'm talking game-wise, I have no interest on putting a stupid headset and covering my eyes and looking at something and actually getting off the couch. I'm fat. Fat fucks don't get off couch. No, we get off couches only for food, water, or drinks, beer. I don't give a shit what it is. And we want a controller. No exercise.
Joey,
Yes.
you should play Astrobot Rescue Mission.
I don't remember asking
It's
you
the best
what I want to play.
I don't remember
game
asking you a goddamn thing.
Yeah, seriously.
in fucking VR, dude. Astrobot Rescue Mission is gonna change your life.
I'm going to play a game called
Wait,
Manny.
is that the one with the coins or the rings, and then you have to save the little robots and like the? I think I
No.
played that several times.
Now, hang on.
Yeah, it's in VR.
Yeah.
Also, Ace Combat 7 has got really good VR. Like, I'm not into like planes or anything, but I bought that game just because of the VR mode, and like the VR mode is like so fucking sick. I never felt like so immersed.
Just give me first person.
What about this though?
I'll be happy.
They've got a guitar game in VR. Like you can air guitar, and you can actually.
If I want to play air
that's
guitar,
pretty cool.
I'll
That's
get a
cool.
Wii.
Yeah, screen mirroring
That's true.
to the.
You know what I mean? Like,
Watch this.
There we go.
So he's just gonna be like.
yeah.
Oh,
look at,
wait, is something on the screen?
Yeah.
and
You
the
gotta
guy.
tell me I can't
Oh,
see.
I'm sorry.
And the guy looks stupid.
Well, I don't know, man.
Like if I walk past someone's window watching some guy do that, look at that.
Yeah, but it's not about what the outside world thinks.
Yeah,
You're
no.
in VR to escape
right.
from those people that will judge
If I
you.
want to escape, I'll take LSD.
That's one way to
I
escape.
mean, Jesus.
but for those with less drug
then
inclinations,
drink.
Okay, those.
All right.
Well, drinking and drugs aside, completing the circuit does not condone the use of illegal substances and alcohol in moderation.
You can take over the screen sharing again.
All right.
I want to like for those games that do have the VR, because it is very immersive, but it's always every time I've seen it, like when Tekken and Final Fantasy 15 put in VR, it was a gimmick, and that shit drives me crazy. Resident Evil 7, their VR, I'm not playing that shit. That's too scary. That is far above and beyond.
So
The
it's
scary
not.
games in VR
So
make
it's
sense.
a gimmick in one end, and then you're saying it's too immersive and
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
other end.
Yeah.
it's basically it's either
You're
it's
a
either
baby, dude.
it's
Yeah,
either
Stop
done.
talking. Your opinion's invalid right now.
It's
Shut
you know
up.
what, Manny?
No, I'm done.
Look, Mr. Ace fucking Combat, but you don't like planes.
Hey,
I'm not saying it's not
our
immersive.
viewers want to see that
What?
you play
I played it, dude. I already played it in VR.
You played Resident Evil 7 in VR.
Yes.
No, you're a crazy, sick person.
Yeah,
you are a
but
sick,
Also,
demonic human
golf.
being.
Golf in VR is dope.
I could fuck with golf in VR.
I can
That seems
believe
like
that.
Our viewers don't want to watch you golf.
Amazing.
no. I wouldn't. I would golf.
We want to watch you play Resident Evil 7. If you guys want
No.
to see Dom play
In the
Resident
dark.
Evil 7 in VR, please
I
give
have
us a
the-
like.
yes.
I have the disc.
And let
for
us know.
everybody's golf
Do it.
VR.
And then the
And
Kit Kat will jump
not
in your lap.
only- Not only is it a good golf game, in between you could go on dates with your caddy in VR.
Is
That's
She
cool.
feeds you.
So there's something more. Okay. There's.
Yep.
What
It's
kind
a
of
Japanese
guy-
game?
It's a different kind of
Oh,
VR
that
there.
explains everything.
You know what I want
It's dating sims.
from
Golf
VR?
dating sims.
I would love, because, like, I miss the Kinect. I loved the Kinect. You have to have a space that fits the Kinect. But I would love VR with the Kinect. Like, that is something I would do. You're immersed in it. You have no controllers. You can literally just,
But that's what
you know,
that
do
Unplugged
whatever.
thing you just showed us was. You
Which
didn't have
one?
any controllers. You just use his hands. With
The guitar thing. Yeah, the cameras on the VR headset watch your hands and can.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Actually, I just saw that yesterday.
That's pretty cool.
At work, somebody had a VR thing and they were like typing at like a digital keyboard.
Oh, that's cool.
One
See,
more
that
thing.
I can get behind.
How about a VR about going to the gym? So people like me can be like,
Look at
yeah,
the
I
ride
went to the gym today.
Insert Wii Fit.
Technically,
Yes.
well, the problem is how
I loved Wii
you
Fit.
just need the weights.
Yeah.
But really,
And your guy in the VR is all bulky, and then you take it off and you look at yourself, you're like, oh,
gym simulator.
put it back on.
And then you see. You know what? I'm not even gonna. I really
Okay.
want to say what I'm going to say, but I'm not going
No
to.
way, just make like a light enough headset and you can just do jump ropes.
I'd love to see
Jump
this,
rope in VR.
Avatar game in VR.
And also,
yeah, that would be pretty.
I would like a VR where I have wireless headphones.
Shut up, Joe.
Okay, so real quick, can we talk about one thing?
Yes.
Okay, did anybody here see Amico?
Amico.
It's a new gaming thing by Intellivision,
Amico.
and I really hope that none of you have seen it
The
because I
gas
really
station?
want
No, I didn't see it.
your responses.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
take a look at it. 'cause I
So
didn't see it.
please look at this.
All right.
Okay, we're looking.
I'm
We're looking at the screen. What the?
Amico.
Look like walkie talkies.
It looks like
This
an
is-
iPod.
They're baby monitors.
This is a new system.
Oh,
The max price for a game is going to be $10, but you would understand why, because they're all like arcade kind of games. You can play solitaire, so every time I look at this, I see 2 cell phones sitting in a charging dock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are the controllers. They have a touchscreen controller
Mhm.
and then a thing.
A button.
But I really want to know what you guys think.
It's an iPod.
But it does.
It
Oh,
does.
the only cool feature of it
The only
is
cool.
that, in
Way to
my
sell
opinion, in my opinion, is that so the controllers hold your games. So you can have 50 games that you bought, and you can go over to a friend's house with your controller, and then everybody in that room can play the games that you bought because you have your controller there.
Now that's innovative. That's good.
That is pretty
Yeah.
neat. That is pretty neat. I would love to see more. I've been wanting to play. What's it called?
I haven't heard that one.
No, what? Aaron, what's that game you just? I'll keep it short. What's that game you just bought? The Ratchet and Clank.
Yes,
And
ripped
so-
apart.
And so you have your home console, but both consoles are home consoles here, and yet I have to be on whatever one Erin has marked as her home console. And I wish there was a home mode that's all the consoles within that home can play it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be nice.
if I go over to Joey's and sign it with my PlayStation thing, I get why Sony wouldn't want him to be able to play my game library. I understand that, but it's I don't know. That's just
Xbox has that though.
No, they still have home console mode, to my understanding.
No, I'm able. My little cousin can play my games, and I can play his games.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, on whose console? Because the issue
he plays
here,
on his console, and I can.
Yeah,
play
but on
mine.
whose account? Does he play your
Dom-
games on your account?
Dom can't play games that I've bought on Dom's PlayStation in the same household.
On my
Yeah,
account?
I can play on my account. He can play on his.
Oh,
You
Interesting.
just you share it.
There's a lot of
I
weirdness
didn't-
with security and stuff in Microsoft because I can play some of my friends' Xbox games because at one point we were in a Xbox family,
Mhm.
but it doesn't work the other way around. They can't play my games.
Interesting.
Right. Anywho, the Amico here. So the controller, it's a touchscreen. You can see stuff. It's obviously not just that little screen. I imagine you could plug it into a TV and see it on a
Correct.
big screen. And it's simple, light sort of games. and an interesting concept where you can take your game somewhere else and play through your controller, basically. That's really interesting.
And it's meant to be a console for those who want to game with people who do not game.
Oh, right on.
So you can have all of your friends over and say, hey, let's play a video game, but those people aren't like gamers to that sense, but they're games that they would probably find fun because they're all basically kind of like phone games.
Yeah.
In a way.
Brilliant.
So it's like Nintendo Switch Lite. More or less. But I mean that little slot car racing thing looked cool.
It's the Phone Pro.
It's the
Yeah.
it's the phone
A lot
Pro.
of them
The phone
do
Lite
look
Pro.
fun, but
That's a good one. Just eating fish. No. You goof, but
Sell it.
yeah, you just eat fish and get bigger. Cornhole.
Couple other things that we did need to mention really quick. No Switch Pro.
correct.
Yeah.
Manny,
Alas.
thoughts on No Switch Pro? Everyone knows thoughts on No Switch Pro? What's going on with that?
I'm over it.
You're over it.
He's moving on.
Were you disappointed?
No, not really.
He's not gonna let
They're-
himself
They're
feel
gonna
the
announce
pain.
it whenever.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be 2022 along with Breath of the Wild 2, which they also did show us some footage of.
Yes, they did. I knew that.
I don't have an opinion anymore.
He's just over it. He's just done.
Yeah.
Great response.
He's ripping
No, I
off
mean
the-
like it's gonna come out when it's ready.
No, that's a
Like,
great response.
The sooner the
Okay,
better.
man, get it.
Yeah.
Next.
Band-Aids ripped off. Other games. Or do you want to say something else?
I want to like just reshoot the whole show with Joey and Manny arguing about like the Switch Pro and just let those two just sit back and just watch the show. It's like, yeah, I don't care. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come. Okay, shut up. We get it. No, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. Just back and forth. And then I mean that basically covered it for me. Did anybody else have anything else they wanted to throw in?
Super Monkey Ball.
Super Monkey Ball.
You like Super Monkey Ball? Let's talk about Monkey Balls.
So I was
20th
like,
anniversary.
super hyped about these balls, and
And they come from monkeys.
yeah, these monkey balls.
You would be interested in monkey balls, wouldn't you, man?
That's the only reason I go to the zoo.
I know.
I was hoping you were going to say that's the only reason I go to the gym.
You just look at those behind the monkey, and you're like, oh yeah.
Have you guys watched Godzilla versus King Kong?
Yeah.
Yes.
Trust me,
Are there monkey
I
balls there?
looked at King Kong's balls.
Why? Why would you do that to yourself?
Who would model them?
They're like coconuts.
So much
man.
fur.
Why not?
Extra large coconut.
I love me
Bruce
coconut
Willis's head.
milk.
Oh yeah.
If the,
No, but for real. So I was like super excited about Super Monkey Ball, and
But why?
Because he likes balls.
but anyways, I was really excited about it. I'm like, oh shit, it's coming out! Like this is like amazing. I love those games. And I found out after, and this is why Nintendo didn't do it for me this year. I found out after it's coming to every console, like PS5, and I'm like, why would I want to buy it on the Switch then? What's the point besides the portability?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of over the Switch at this point.
And you know what? Like the whole thing. And I said this in Reed's video. And like there used to be a time when E3 was like, oh, this is like the stuff, right? Not everything was a winner, but I feel like in recent years, it's like we're lucky if we get a gem, even before the pandemic. And it just feels like ad slots now. Like I'm pretty willing to bet that basically Nintendo said we have a slot open. The Monkey Ball people said, hey, we'll buy that slot. I'm just speculating, but I'm willing to bet because it just doesn't feel like they started off with the stupid like 2 minutes of Super Smash, and then they threw a game and
You didn't
watch
like
in there.
that?
It's not that I didn't like it. I didn't like how much time it took.
Oh my!
And
They
he
could have
also
announced-
didn't like the
And
tease.
that's your game.
I
my
know that's
guy.
right, but no, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But 2.5 minutes,
They could have done it in 30 seconds.
they could have done it in 30 seconds.
No way, dude. That was perfect.
You think that was perfect for Kazuya?
Yeah.
You know how mu-
And
Yeah,
I love
you know how
Tekken. I
funny
love
that
Tekken.
was?
Oh, it was funny, but what I'm saying is they didn't have to show all of his moves and the hell sweep and shit
Yeah. Where's
Like-
the law?
because
The main
Is this
reason
your first direct?
no, this is my
That's
first
funny.
direct.
Oh my god! Then grow up.
the main reason why I agree
I don't
with
even
Dom
have a word
right now.
for that.
No, but that's usually what they do. Though.
Aaron,
The-
go.
Sorry.
I'm not saying
So
Shut the fuck up and let Aaron talk.
Sorry.
yes.
Okay.
The
sorry.
only reason I agree with Dom right now that they showed too much of Kazuya in Super Smash is because right after they showed that, they announced that they were going to do an entire direct focusing specifically
Yeah.
on that. Like, if you're going
No,
to do
so-
another direct for that, why show, like,
Yeah.
so much?
One thing I don't like about Nintendo's directs are like the anxiety I get because they announce like the time. They're like, oh, it's only gonna be 40 minutes, and I'm like, oh shit, like this thing's taking up like 2 minutes out of the 40 minutes, and like I'm not into this thing. Like
Yeah.
that's like that could have been another game that like I could have liked. You know
That's
what
what I'm saying.
I
I'm
saw
not
a lot of people in chat saying the same
No, so
thing.
I get it now. I get it. My bad.
That's
But, like-
what the fuck.
No, but that's usually what they do with
throw hands.
Super Smash Bros. Stuff.
Fuck you.
No, that's usually what they do though.
He's like,
Well,
You know what?
sometimes it takes a
You know
minute
what,
to
Tom? Actually,
remember
you're
what you want.
yeah, he's like,
I'm
fuck,
gonna fight you on it.
grow up. Grow the fuck up. You know what? I get it now, bro. No, I'm on your side. Anyway, so I'm gonna continue.
I get it,
Go,
no, but
Manny.
you know what I mean. They're
Yeah.
like, I prefer if they don't tell me how long it's gonna be, and then they just do whatever they need to do. Because I'm like, I'm counting the minutes. I'm like, okay, 10 minutes in, like that's 1/4 in.
So
I'm like,
You have a lot
shit.
of time on your hands.
Here,
What? No, I don't.
I got a couple games I want to talk about really quick before
Okay.
we
No
switch
one
over.
cares.
Yeah, we're
I'm gonna
switching
try
over.
to do it like 60 seconds.
60 seconds and
Go.
Diablo 2 Resurrected, fantastic. Glad that they're doing it instead of the phone game. The Age of Empires 4, fantastically psyched about that. 90s, I grew up with that. Back for Blood, the spiritual successor for Left 4 Dead. I'm so thrilled for multiplayer anti-zombie game.
It looks really good.
What do we got? What do we got?
I'm not excited about that one.
Oh, shut up.
Real quick.
No
No,
one
real quick.
Manny,
Real quick,
this
Back
is
for
his
Blood.
60 seconds,
Ace
not
Attorney?
yours.
All right,
Ace
go
Attorney,
ahead, go
thank
ahead.
you so much.
we probably, you know what? We'll cut 5 minutes from the
Redfall.
Windows segment because it's really only it's just
Yeah.
Windows 11. But we're gonna get into that. Let's get we'll,
All right,
we'll
go
bring
ahead.
it. We're gonna
Okay,
add.
real
We're at 3
quick.
minutes. We got 3 minutes.
No, real quick. So Back for Blood, I played the beta. It's not as team based as people think it's gonna be. So it's not really like Left 4 Dead. You could actually go off on your own and actually survive the zombies, which is like no point. I'm not excited for it at all. I'm a huge Left 4 Dead fan. But there's no need to have like 3 other people with you. It feels like you could just solo the whole game.
Okay, that's
and,
fair.
And that's super.
This
And this is the whole point of Left 4 Dead.
But this isn't a Left 4 Dead game.
No, I
Well,
know.
it's also
but
still the
pe-
beta. Maybe they can.
I know. I
repair.
hope so. But it's definitely went from like a day one buy for me to wait until I hear someone. who-
And nobody cares. Kyle, what else?
All right.
Let him
No, that's
say
it,
his
that's it,
thing.
That's it. I'm
You're
done.
getting one of these too. But you better have some things to say,
I have
Joey.
nothing.
The Tiny Tina Wonderland for Borderlands, awesome.
Yes,
Loved
yes.
the previous Tiny Tina version. And what else we got? What else we got? Also, just kind of thrilled to have Gearbox back in the mix. They kind of fell off the world for me a little bit. Always happy to hear stuff from them. What else we got? What else we got? Did I write? You had written something down, I hope.
Redfall
Redfall, yes, that vampire game. Another multiplayer
by
first person-
Bethesda.
Yeah, Bethesda. Killing it, Bethesda.
Oh my
Thank
god.
you.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
Forgot to
My
mention
God.
Elden Ring. And did they show Final Fantasy stuff at all? I don't
They
remember.
did,
They
yes.
did. They
Yes,
showed
they did.
Origin, but they didn't show 16 to my
Correct.
recollection. So
They showed Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins, which is not technically being made by Square Enix, I heard, but it was in their showcase, so I'm a little confused about that. And then there is a demo available that you can play if you want to. I was watching Maximilian Dude play it earlier, and he said that it feels a lot like Dark Souls. So I don't know. That's just
The demo
he made that
didn't
comment a
work for,
few
like,
times.
The first 24 hours, which is really funny.
The last
That
thing I
is
want to
funny.
touch on, Advanced Wars for the Switch 1 and 2, a remaster, reboot camp,
Yep.
December 3rd. That's cool. I really enjoyed the Advanced War games, but it looks like just an anime version of the original games. If there's not anything new, why wouldn't I just want to play it on my phone?
that is the $10 million question. And I was disappointed there was no FF7 Remake 2, Part 2, which is driving me a little crazy because it's like I get you got to develop other IP, expand your stuff, but like
You already know Final Fantasy's a winner.
it's like come on, just
do
come
it.
on, just
something,
just
anything.
Cloud's boot stepping onto the world map. Just give me that. Like I would be happy with that. Just but
2023.
yeah, 20. Yeah, then I just
Yeah.
fucking
Okay.
drown myself.
Happy with that.
So yeah, I mean, there was stuff. Hopefully next year's will be, and I'm willing to bet next year's going to be a much boomier because it seems like the general consensus for this year's E3 was kind of like, and last year's was kind of as well to my recollection. I mean, we can go look at the footage. 'Cause actually, yeah, you were here for that one
I
too.
was.
Yeah, that was like it was like.
Episode 7. or
Windows
something.
11.
So yeah, so the
Wait, we
last.
still have 2 minutes. 1 minute.
Well, no, we got 5 minutes. What are you talking about? Oh, technically speaking, yeah, we started
For the-
recording. It's fine. Okay, so
I wanted to throw in mine.
oh yes, Erin, of
We were
course.
going around the table.
Yes,
so.
we were. The table. Yeah, we need to. I need to put like a thing, like a light that says, "Don't forget that Erin is technically at the table."
I'm sitting in the kitchen, so I'm not like in view. Especially Dom. Dom can't see me. I can't see him. There's a monitor in the way.
It makes it tough.
But
Throw things.
I don't do it on purpose. It's just
So things that I'm really looking forward to would be Rainbow Six Extraction looked really, really good. Obviously, the Wonderland one. Stalker 2 also looked really good. I don't think I'll play either of those, to be honest, but they look phenomenal. Party Animals was really weird. Not entirely sure what was going on with that trailer. I wish we had time to play it so you guys could laugh at it. And then I was really interested with what they did with Guardians of the Galaxy, because it was really cool that you're playing as, what's his face? I can't remember his name. I'm
Chris
thinking
Star-Lord.
too fast.
Star-Lord.
Yes.
Chris
Star-Lord.
Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
It's not really Chris Pratt.
Yeah. You're playing a Star-Lord, and you can, like, kind of control the other characters without really controlling the other characters. They didn't need to spend, like, 20 minutes on that. There's a new DLC for Resident Evil Village, which is super cool because that was by popular demand.
Yes, and it needs it.
Yeah.
Not that Village wasn't good. Village was very good. It just felt short. Okay. Well, sorry we had to cram all that stuff in, guys. I know there's a lot to cover, and we're trying to get our act together with this whole recording thing, getting ready for the live show that I forgot to announce in the beginning, July 1st, 2021.
Just cut it in.
Yeah, I'll just dub it. Just randomly dub it in. Like, hey, welcome everyone. My name July 1st, 2021. We're alive. And what's going on? Hey, we got Joey here. July 1st. We'll just and put like a spiral.
Big light show behind us.
Yeah, with the whole. Yeah, I got you. We can we'll get some After Effects cracking. Okay, so one last little announcement. This has been kind of running all over the internet. Windows 11 leak. Mm-hmm. And there's some interesting things here. For one, I thought Windows 10 was going to be kind of the be-all, end-all Windows experience. They were just going to keep upgrading it, kind of go down the Mac OS path, and just continue to improve upon that. But the I wouldn't call it irony necessarily, but the interesting element of this is that when we look at the Windows 11 UI, show us the first picture. Right there, those are fine. They moved the start menu and icons to the middle.
Oh no!
And I'm gonna go ahead and we already saw Kyle's Mac OS screen. You've all seen Mac OS screen. That's very similar to a particular element of the Mac, which is the dock. And people have been saying that too. Now, I have not done a deep dive. I plan on doing a tour. This per Manny's request. I'm actually gonna try to find this ISO, run a VM, and run this thing and see what it's about. Linus did a video on gaming.
Yeah, I saw that.
He gamed on it. I did not view that video yet. I only saw it pop up on my thing. Did you saw that one, Manny?
Yeah, it doesn't really give you. They don't benchmark it because you have to run it through a VM. You can't run it on bare metal, so you can't really really.
Oh, so you're not going to get very much. Okay, so it's interesting to say the least. This kind of came out of nowhere because I don't think anybody knew. Ooh, excuse me, hold on.
Brief.
I don't.
We'll know next week.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
There's the event June 24th, but apparently Microsoft has been hinting at Windows 11 coming soon for quite a while now.
Oh, and also, I found out today, Drew Linus's video, they actually already put a date they're going to retire Windows 10, which is 2025, October.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
So that's interesting. I don't understand Windows. I don't understand their mindset though. Like, why not just continue to upgrade off 10? I get that they're not going to do a yearly upgrade thing. I get that. That's not how their system is designed. But
Yeah.
like why? Like, I don't get what.
Only way I was talking about this at work was like the only way they would get me to like actually buy this at this point in time is if it ran smoother, better performance, lightweight, you know what I mean? But I know that's not going to happen.
Well,
No
every
way.
other operating system is always the shitty one.
Right.
It always think about it. Before XP was Millennium Edition. Millennium Edition, shit. XP, great. Vista, shit. 7, great. 8 and 8.1, shit. Windows 10, great.
I used Windows 7 recently, and I'm like, man, I just want this back.
I love
Right?
Windows 7.
It's so good.
back.
Windows 7 is just I thought XP was going to be the one that I was going to be the most attached to, and no, 7 was just
It's crisp.
it was just right. Even though it looks outdated,
It also hit right in our childhood.
it did. It did especially right after the whole Vista debacle, where it's like, oh man, my graphics card doesn't have enough to turn on Windows Aero Glass. Like, I remember dealing with that struggle. I really wanted those visual effects. Well, I think that about wraps this one up. Anyone else? Joey, do you have any thoughts on the Windows 11 thing?
Cool.
Just cool. That's
Feel
it.
it.
That's it.
I get a lot of waves of energy out of
Do you have any
No,
Windows?
Joey.
Aaron, any additional thoughts?
No, it's terrifying though that Windows 10 is going to be ended in 2025. Like,
It is.
that's like a death clock.
It is.
Oh god.
That's what happened with Windows 7 too. I thought it was going to be, oh man, when the day that this goes away, it's going to be like the end of the world. And same thing I thought with XP.
Okay, I guess then there's history and we're going to be fine.
It's somebody is all charged, and you know
Someone
what?
is
This show,
ready to go.
our show has been all charged up, or the opposite way. So thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget July 1st, 2021. We will put the reminder up for the live stream. Definitely check us out then. We're looking forward to seeing you guys. Really appreciate you watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Definitely do all that stuff so we can get out of this apartment, get ourselves a real actual podcast studio, and not have to blast ourselves with fans, to which I have to then remove. And don't worry, Joey, we'll get the best air conditioner money can buy within the realm of like $100. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and talk to you soon.
Take
See
care,
ya.
guys.
Adios.
Bye.
Take care, guys.